Worms Rumble. We're on Xbox Series X, taking a look at this latest entry in the Worms series that takes on more of a battle royale style of combat. So the game features crossplay action, so you can, quickly find matches across the different platforms that it's available on. And on the Series X, it runs at a native 4K resolution at 60 FPS. No HDR support. But yeah, it's kind of a delightful and wacky sort of shooter that I initially played back when it released and was on PS Plus on PS4 back quite a while ago. So if you're a fan of... oh geez, I gotta get out of this stuff. If you're a fan of the Worm series, you're definitely going to find this to be a rather, kind of fascinating take on the series, as it does, kind of different things with it. It basically throws it into this live action scenario where, well, not live action, but it's real time. That's the word I'm looking for. Real time action, as opposed to being kind of turn based, which is what Worms traditionally is all about. And it looks super wacky, and it looks incredible on the Series X here. Because I played it, on the PS4, and it looked pretty cool, but now the visuals and stuff, like the lighting and that, just absolutely pop. It looks kind of spectacular. So my big thing when it released was that it felt a bit light in terms of content. It's a bit better now, they've added some maps, and you've got modes like Team Deathmatch. I still think the Battle Royale mode is kind of the most fun, and I did a match before this. I should have been filming, but I was like, I'll give it a whirl again, just to, get really comfy again with the game and everything like that. But, yeah, the Battle Royale mode's really cool. You get kind of pushed inwards, and, there's conflict and random events going on. You try to be the last worm standing, or the last team of worms standing, depending on what you're doing. It's very interesting. And this is 32-player action as well. You have 32 players going off with one another. And I think Deathmatch was a later addition, I believe, to the game. But it's also really neat because it's got these dimensions to the different, maps. You can go to all these different areas, and you feel like you're in an expansive place, which is really cool. And then there's the dynamics of, hey, these areas kind of have, hidden secrets to them. So you can see that this guy is hidden in that elevator there, right? Like, you can't see them. So if you go off to these hidden paths, you're basically, I guess you could say, safe and or hidden from the people that are causing problems for you. So that's actually quite cool, at least I believe so. And yeah, the cross-platform action is really cool, and you get to use all of the fun weapons of the Worm series, and then the game has a ton of customization to it. Like, you can really make whatever sort of sick, twisted worm thing you want, and you can unlock other stuff, and I think Xbox has, an exclusive sweater type thing that you can get. But anyways, I've got, a Jason mask, kind of Santa green hat thing with, sharp teeth, and you can change, just all these designs. But yeah, the visuals of this one just look absolutely gorgeous on this planet. I don't know if they, redid some things or something, but it really, really just shines here, and I was genuinely surprised by that. I was like, wow, this game is, visually just popping. They've got a bit of a tutorial, too, that you can learn, but it's, I don't know, it seems pretty self-explanatory how to play this game. At least I think so. And you get your melee, you get your machine gun. I want the jetpack. There we go. But yeah, you get all these wacky abilities and weapons and tools, and you go fight, and obviously with Deathmatch, respawning, attacking, trying to get the most points. I think we're kind of dominating these guys, which is kind of nuts. But it's a very much straightforward, to the point kind of take on Worms. It's different. I'd like to also see a traditional Worms at some point, because it's been quite a while. If you're a fan of the Worms series, kind of like I am, you'll probably be like, ooh, it's been too long. Ooh, the holy hand grenade. Oh, the holy hand grenade of Antleon. They're just kind of fun references and lots of conflict. I think the other team maybe is dead, or they're just getting annihilated. I don't even know where the action's going on. But you can see the map. There's so many layers to the conflict here. It's really quite exciting. Let's throw the holy hand grenade. Kind of hoping that would do more there. Yeah, it can be a real fun time. I like the style of conflict in this one. It feels chaotic and nuts, and it looks, pretty cool. And you get a selection of different maps. And the cool thing, again, about the maps is just, like, the variety of different, kind of spots within those maps. You get to go to all these different kind of locations within them. Every little spot of the maps feel like they were handcrafted for some kind of weird, wacky battle scenario to have happen. It's quite nuts, and like I said, different abilities, and you get like health packs, and you can use different types of weapons as you're battling along. It's quite well put together and well crafted, and I think they might have to some degree solved my kind of complaint where it's like, oh, I wish this had more conflict, more content to it. We've got some modes, we've got some action here, so they definitely put together something that is kind of fun to play, wacky. It's very quick, you matchmake with the crossplay and stuff. It doesn't take long to basically find yourself fighting with others across the different modes, which is nice. And then, you kind of pick what you want to play, right? You could be like, hey, I'm more battle royale, or solos battle royale, or hey, I'm more about deathmatch, and you get all these easygoing choices. It's quite fun to do, and oh, it looks like we finished that match. I briefly wanted to give a look at some of the customization options. So you change like the eyes, the mouth, the emotes, and then you can go down to like your style, and there's different outfits. Make sure you grab the free Xbox one in the store. Unlocking lots of different things. Lots of different options. Audio, your banners, stat slots, all kinds of stuff. So this is the Battle Royale version of it, where you're kind of like the last worm standing, as to say, which is kind of fun. And, yeah, like I said, decent amount of content. They also do, like, seasonal events in this one. Do I want the Sentry Launcher? Like, launches sentries? I don't know. I feel like the assault rifle might be more up my alley. Got the plunger. Grappling hook. And then authentic classic worm weapons and tools. It's really quite cool. I think if you're a fan of worms, you'll probably appreciate having something a little bit different to play, right? I mean, obviously it's not like a new entry in the series, but it's still... Well, I mean, it is a new entry in the series, but I mean, it's not like a traditional new entry in the series, but it's still quite a lot of fun, and, filled with surprises and weird situations that you gotta deal with, and yeah, it could be quite a blast. You gotta be smart and fast if you want to eliminate your foes, that's for sure. That was close. There we go. And you gotta keep taking out all the foes, be the last one left. Find hidden secrets. Was there occupied? Was that me? No, that was me using that. Okay. I just find this so humorous. Like, you're going through like completely different areas. Like, every spot of this like feels a little distinct and unique, which is fun. And I gotta say, like, they've actually really added quite a bit to this to make it feel, really improved and upgraded over time, which is really nice to see, because I always figured it would come out eventually on other platforms. I just remember covering it and being like, oh, this is okay, it's cool, and then just being like, I kind of want to see more from it, and I think I'm sort of happy with the extra more that they've added. It's really great to see the good support for it. The Holy Hand Grenade. Who can handle that? So many different, like I said, so many different weapons. It's going to take a while to, like, fully grab all of them. Oh, that could have been clues for damage there. Like, it feels like we're in an entirely different area, and again, every one of these places, like, just furnished, and then it goes beyond that, too. In the backdrop, you can see all these different, kind of locations and stuff going on. I should have stayed at the top of the map, because stuff's gonna start closing in. I should get out of here before that kills me. Maybe I should just try to hug the wall. There's like a really great strategy of like just kind of hopping along things and pushing your body upwards and stuff. It's very humorous. Oh, that guy's absolutely destroying me with the rocket thing there. Wow. Good play. And we're back for a free-for-all deathmatch. I thought we'd show off one more mode just so you see a little bit more in action and get an idea of the frantic battles at play here. Because death will be coming to all. That's for sure. Ah, you got me good. But yeah, you get lots of different weapons and tools, and you get to visit these expansive areas, and you know, it's worms. It's not probably traditional worms, but it feels like a bit of an evolution on it, I guess. Which is kind of exciting for me, and it's just like an easygoing sort of combat thing that you can take as serious as you want, and you can play with others, and you know, face off in challenges. I can't believe that guy actually got me there. I thought for sure I'd get him. And then having the crossplay, I think, again, is just a very nice option for making sure that it's easier to find matches, and you don't have to, you know, kind of wait forever. You just get into lobbies quickly. We will try the bazooka, although the pink hand cannon seems pretty enticing. No ammo. That's not a good option there. Thought it might come with some. That was an easy kill. Getting an intense worm streak going on. So yeah, you can just keep leveling, improving your character, getting new unlocks. It seems to be pretty, you know, good once again, just for getting those unlocks, getting those new things, enjoying the progressional feeling of it. Trying to get up to this one. And I love the screams of the worms too. They're like, no! And if you haven't played an older Worms game, like this might be your first look at what Worms is, I highly suggest taking a look at the series. Because it has a rich history of really just intense action-packed battling, where you're like just destroying areas and decimating spots. It's really, really cool, and they always have like a high level of destruction. I mean, it's not really too present in here, like you can kind of destroy parts of the environment. But in the other Worms ones, you could like just smash up the area. Oh, I got killed. Which is really, really cool. Like you can just like tear apart places, and it's such a fun series to see in action. Oh, we're underneath the weird ram thingy. Bom, 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 bom. Trying to get to a cool weapon thingy. Yeah, you die fast. See, that guy's got like a pretty cool 650 assault rifle kills. Someone plays this game quite a bit, but I think it's pretty easy to, right? Like, the matches are quick, they go by fast. You know, you match mate quickly, so it doesn't take too long to get into another one, and you can easily just, like, waste away time battling away here. Trying to survive. Mostly trying to get some kills accomplished. And the combat is just always just so weird and random. You never know where things are going to go, or if it's going to go in your way, or somebody else is going to come out of nowhere with like a different weapon, and, you know, maybe you get like melee hit, or blown up by a rocket launcher, or they've got some kind of jetpack thing. It's just whimsical nonsense, which is half the charm, I think, and you find just weapons everywhere, so usually you can use what you want. Should I try to rock the shotgun? I kind of feel like the machine gun thing is kind of doing all right for me. And the grenades, too. On the big getaway, trying to escape. Looks like they were spending a fair bit of time actually getting items together, which sucks for them. Trying to see if I can club this guy or something. Nah, not working. Yeah, it's a very tactical type of weapon to use in only certain situations. Wow, that was a really fast spawn and death. 50,651 kills? Holy, that person is really hardcore about worms. So as you can tell, some people really, really like this game. Like to an insane degree. A lot of people are going to be new playing it because it's just released on like basically all the platforms at this current point in time. And yeah, I think it's kind of exciting that so many people are going to be able to check this one out. And it's just primed as a good party game to get as many people playing as possible, because you'll have more fun experiencing the zany action in groups. There we go, that worked out for me. Ooh, okay, that guy's kind of causing some booms. Just crazy action, over the top destruction of everyone. Oh yeah, and then the shower. Like, seriously though, like, the level of detail within this world is just crazy looking at it. It really does look way better than it did before. I don't know if it's just because it was like, you know, PS4 was like 1080 or something like that, but like, you know, here it's smoothly playing. The look is just gorgeous. I'm very, very happy with the visuals now, to a very high degree. Before I was like, oh, it looks okay, and now it's just like, oof. But yeah, there was that. I did have performance type issues when I was playing it on PS4 back in the day, which I thought were odd, like just weird stutters. And it seems like that's just completely smoothed out here and totally running fine. I mean, they probably patched it on there anyways, right? But yeah, that was crazy because it's just around the launch when I was covering this one, having fun with it. But it's great to see that it's, you know, evolved and been improved upon in many ways, and that they're updating it, obviously, with new area as well, new players that get to experience it, and that basically is Worms Rumble. Lots of fun.